Sarah, and would you believe this little vlog? It's 4 years old today. Now the thing is, I thought that I'd do something special and new, and I'd do like YouTube. In fact, I'm thinking I might do quite a few YouTubes. So I had this whole plan, you know, I had the camera, the tripod, the lights, the everything. But a little like me, I've left it absolutely to the last minute. So here we are, we're sitting in Mummy Asks kitchen. We are literally bitching in the kitchen. All of the good lights gone. It's like quite warm out there. You know, still got the sunnies on, ran in to do this for you. So it's not entirely what I wanted it to be, but I'm gonna make the best of it. The 4 years is fruits and flowers. And you may not know this about me, but I am a huge nerd, huge history nerd, specifically like domestic history. What did people eat? How did they cook? How did they clean? What did they wear and why? How did they decorate their houses? All that stuff. Totally into it. So some fruits worth a mention. The pineapple. So it's said that Christopher Columbus kind of found the pineapple in terms of how we think of it in a European or American context. I'm not really sure how true that is. But in the 16th century in England, you were just not a hostess if you didn't have a pineapple. Now the thing is, it's not about having a pineapple to eat. They're far too precious to eat. They were just done as centerpieces. In fact, King Charles II had an official portrait done, receiving the gift of a pineapple as a king. It was a big deal. And you'll find that pineapples, along with other fruits such as the persimmon and the pomegranate, really run through huge amounts of decor, like wallpaper, furnishings, clothing, everything. In fact, William Morris was a huge fan of the pineapple. And he, of course, was the arts and crafts movement. Through the 40s and 50s, fruits became part of a lot of what people were wearing. People were wearing strawberries and apples and cherries. Of course, cherries are completely iconic to how we think of the 50s retro bombshell look. And what was interesting is that during the war, there were a lot of men stationed in places like the Philippines that brought trinkets home to their loved ones, wives, girlfriends, sisters, mothers, that sort of thing. And one of those very iconic things that they brought home was the wooden shoe. And as you can see, mine have a little bit of cherry action on them. I've also got a pair that have a beautiful hibiscus on the heel. But these things were coming into vogue, I think, because people were doing without. And in the same way that during the war, women's hairdos got very elaborate with all those rolls and curls and things, because they weren't able to have the elaborate clothing that they might have had through the past. So they put their style forth in the hair. And I think that without the fruits, I mean, my grandmother will tell you, well, she can't, she's dead, but she will tell you, getting the gift of an orange was amazing during the war, and people really went for it. So I think there's some interesting fruit facts. But when we come to flowers, I mean, flowers have a really long history of hidden meaning. So people, particularly in Victorian era, would send flowers that sort of sent a coded message. So every flower, every different kind of bloom, the color of it, would mean something to the person receiving it. And in fact, people frequently had the same sort of flower dictionary so that they both knew what the message was and exactly what was being conveyed. I think it's crazy. Now see me, I'm barely lucky enough to get flowers. Not because Mr. Ask is mean and doesn't want to give me flowers, but we have indoor cats. And most of you, well, maybe you do know, but there are a lot of flowers that are actually very dangerous to cats and dogs. If they eat them, they can become sick and in some cases die. So things like lilies, for example, you wouldn't even credit them. They're just beautiful, but they're not a go for cats. And my cats well, they do eat my flowers, so I've got to be careful. So there's some fun little fruits, flowers, fact. I just really want to tell you guys, thank you so much. Your support over the last 4 years has meant so much. I wish I could give each of you a delectable tropical fruit platter, a huge bunch of blooms, and a big, gooey, disgusting, delicious, delectable birthday cake to share with me. But sadly I can't. What I can do for you today, however, is tell you that I gave myself just a little bit of a birthday present. Picked up a few things today in Target. I grabbed the NYX retractable liner in red, because we all need a good lip liner. I picked up the butter gloss. Oh yeah, butter gloss in cherry pie. Fruits. Smells like cake. Is it 2 things? Plus, I picked up the Velvet Matte Lip Cream in Monte Carlo. I love these 3 things. They're all 3 gorgeous reds, and I am giving one of you the opportunity to own them too. So if you'd like to win, please leave a comment below with your email address and I'll be in contact soon. And happy birthday! I want to give these away because I want to say thank you to you guys. And if you've ever wondered what really happens behind the scenes for Ask Sarah, well, there's a few videos to come. You let me know what you would like to see down in the comments. That way I can tell you a little bit more about my real life. But now you also know that I'm a secret domestic history nerd. And that's part of how I know what I know. Lots of love. Thank you for watching. Mwah!